Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It is Wednesday, October 13th, 2021. This is Liz Fernay, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. Yes, it is hump day, and I can almost taste the weekend. But before we get to the weekend, we need to get to the news. So, shall we? Over a month has passed since Hurricane Ida and the accompanying tornadoes passed through Annapolis and Edgewater with 125-mile-per-hour winds, and FEMA has now denied the state's request that a major disaster declaration be made. This would have allowed access to federal funds to help rebuild. FEMA did not believe that the storm was of such severity and magnitude as to be beyond the capabilities of the state and affected local government. Arundel County Executive Stuart Pittman is now calling on Governor Larry Hogan to declare a state of emergency in order to provide state assistance to business and residents still affected. Yesterday morning, Annapolis couple Jonathan Toebbe and Diana Toebbe appeared in federal court in Martinsburg, West Virginia, after being charged with federal espionage. Prosecutors feel the couple represents a risk to flee and to obstruct justice. Under the Atomic Energy Act, the prosecutors believe the Toebbe's crime involves an, quote, offense for which the maximum sentence is life imprisonment or death, end quote. Magistrate Judge Robert Trumbull reprimanded them to the custody of the U.S. Marshal Service until at least Friday, when they're set to appear in court again. And the bus driver story continues. Arundel County school bus drivers are one step away from a pay raise. Officials are hoping higher wages will solve the ongoing driver shortage. On Monday, the Board of Education approved a plan to compensate school bus drivers and their attendants $5 more per hour. Board members also endorsed bonuses for these workouts, and officials are considering paying the staffers for full 8-hour workdays. Superintendent Arlotto has asked for a budget of an extra $7.4 million to allow for these changes. County Executive Stuart Pittman can immediately authorize some parts of the strategy because they use the American Rescue Plan money sent to the Anne Arundel government. The portions ready for Pittman's signature include $150,000 for $2,000 signing bonuses to attract new bus drivers and attendants, and $2 million for $2,000 retention bonuses for current drivers and attendants to be paid in 3 installments throughout the school year. Pittman is expected to sign. Annapolis is feeling green. Following a successful 2020 City of Annapolis and Annapolis Green Pumpkin Composting partnership at Truxtun Park, where more than 10,000 pounds of pumpkins were collected, the city is expanding the program with the Annapolis Compost and other partners to include a 6-month pilot composting project. The city will kick off 2 6-month pilot programs to collect kitchen scraps and other compostables from city residents. One is a curbside collection program in the Hunt Meadow neighborhood, which is free to residents who sign up, and the second is a compost drop-off site at Truxtun Park. And hey, the weather's looking nice. There's only a few more weeks to sail on the Wilma Lee, the Annapolis Maritime Museum and Park skipjack, one of only a dozen or so still in use. You can get tickets for that at amaritime.org. Okay, that's it for the news today, but first, a quick thank you to our 4 sponsors for this daily news brief. Solar Energy Services, the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, along in Foster Company, Rehab to Reform, and Scott Gibson for Alderman in Ward 2. And a quick reminder to please leave us a rating or review if you have a chance. We'd really appreciate it. So now, hang tight. We have George Young from DC MDVA Weather standing by with your locally forecasted weather report coming up in a few seconds.
Hi, I'm Scott Gibson, candidate for Annapolis City Council in Ward 2. Did you know that the city has let 1 in 5 police positions go vacant this year? Think about that for a minute. That's 20%. I'm running for city council because I believe a $152 million budget should be enough to make the investments our community needs. We simply cannot continue to go back to the taxpayer time after time after time and ask for more, especially when our tax rates are already 35% higher than Anne Arundel County. If elected, I'll leverage my nearly 2 decades of experience running $100 million organizations to bring focus and efficiency to your city council, something I think has been lacking. To learn more or to contact me, please visit scott-gibson.com. Again, that's scott-gibson.com.
Paid for by Friends of Scott Gibson, Sandy Crozier, Treasurer. When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be, so you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Wednesday, October 13th. Time for a nice stretch of sunshine across the Annapolis region for a few days before chances for showers return late week and over the weekend, as a cold front will bring cooler, more seasonable temps back to the area. Look for mostly sunny skies today through Friday, with highs each day in the mid to upper 70s, ahead of a cold front that will move through late Friday or Saturday and will bring some small but valid chances for rain showers, along with cooler temps back down around 70 to 75 for highs both Saturday and Sunday. So make plans now to get out and about this weekend and enjoy some cooler, more fall-like temps as we move through the middle part of October 2021. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA weather. Make it a great day out there. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter each day, along with our app at DCMDVA weather from the Apple or Google app stores, so you can always stay weather informed.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company.
One of the most common questions we get, how do I maximize the value of my home before I sell it? It's a great question. We look at improvements like investments. What is the rate of return? For example, if we invest $5,000 in painting kitchen cabinets and installing granite, how much more will our home sell for? The answer? About $25,000 more. That's a 500% return on investment. Because of returns like this, we have started a program called Investing in You. We know cash is often tight when you're making a move, and we are here to help. We will front you up to $15,000 to invest in refreshing your home before you list it, with the agreement to be paid back once your home settles. Call us today so we can help you maximize your home's value.
That's another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-599-1370 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, President of Solar Energy Services, with your Clean Energy Minute. Does your home experience power outages? Or maybe you're concerned about energy resilience in general? If so, that's another great reason to consider clean, quiet solar-powered energy with battery backup. You may have heard residential solar adoption has rapidly increased during the pandemic for multiple reasons, and many homeowners like yourself are adding battery backup and electric vehicle charging to their solar projects. And with Maryland's residential energy storage income tax credit, along with the federal tax credit for batteries when paired with solar, the economics are quite compelling, and that secure feeling is even better. So whether you're looking for clean energy, energy resilience, or overall peace of mind with solar energy, we can help. To schedule a free solar design, call us today at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net. But hurry, sunshine's a-wasting.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.